Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 5. I'm Mark Blaine. It's been just over 1 week since an explosion at a downtown apartment building in Bakersfield. The blast injured 2 and displaced dozens more. Now, for the first time, we're hearing from one of the people impacted by the blast who plans on taking legal action due to his injuries. 23 ABC evening anchor Keely Van Middendorp has a look at the legal action he's preparing to take.
Zachary Williams' days working construction may soon be over following a blast that rocked parts of downtown Bakersfield last week. Now, Williams was staying in an apartment unit that was right next to where that explosion took place. He had just moved in there the month prior, but says the injuries he sustained during that short time will be with him for the rest of his life. Williams says immediately following the blast, he ended up crawling out of his apartment and throwing himself over the balcony before falling onto the ground. He says he then hid under a vehicle waiting for help, not knowing what was coming next. Pacific Gas and Electric manages gas and electric lines on this property, but in a statement from the company, they say the incident was not related to PG&E equipment. The leak source is thought to have originated inside the apartment, which is customer-owned assets. We completed our investigation after thoroughly checking PG&E and customer-owned gas lines, end quote. Now, 23 ABC reached out to Golden Empire Affordable Housing about the building owners, those being Park 20th LP, but we have not heard back. No lawsuit has been filed yet as the investigation into the cause of the explosion continues. Still, Williams says he believes this never should have happened.
The situation in total, but I do know that nobody should have to go through what I went through, no matter what situation, so they should be able to take care of the problem when it comes to gas, you know? That should be something serious they should handle right then and there. So if it comes to the point to where it comes to an explosion, I think it's just too much.
Williams tells 23 ABC he's taking recovery one day at a time, but fears from that recent explosion will stay with him for the foreseeable future. Now, there were 2 people that were hospitalized due to that blast, one being Williams. We do not have a condition on that other victim at this time, but the law firm says they are currently only representing Williams in his future personal injury case. Reporting in downtown Bakersfield, Keely Van Middendorp, 23 ABC, connecting you.
And this incident may have got you thinking, what should you do if something similar happens at the place you're renting? We took an in-depth look and found some information and tips for you tonight. First of all, take care of yourself and your family and seek medical attention for any injuries. Next, when you're able, contact your landlord as soon as it's safe. Inspect your residence to figure out what damage has occurred and tell your landlord about it. And then together you can work out a timetable for repairs. Also, make sure to reread your lease to understand all the options you have in regard to the right to terminate your lease if a significant part of the property is damaged or completely unusable. You also have the right to reduced rent until the property is completely repaired. And do not hesitate to contact the American Red Cross. You can find their help shelter and resources during a situation like this. They can be reached at 1-800-RED-CROSS 24 hours a day.